Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we did some more investigation into the whole situation surrounding, Miss May and who she might have been staying with, and we stumbled upon a guy named Wright. So, yeah, we confronted him about his involvement with the case and possibly being Mia's murderer. Unfortunately, he decided to use his little clout to call the DA and say that, oh, I found the murderer. He's right here in front of me. Yeah, he's trying to frame us. So, yeah, things about to get real. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Gasp. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have this judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not... I'll be defending myself. What? Why is she so shocked? Okay, let's do this. I mean, he kind of defended her. Stopped her from doing life, I'm just saying. But okay. Let's do this. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are quite already clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of another witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you want an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I'd like to call Mr. White to the stand. There are 2 D's in his name. Oh my god, I have a lot of tags to fix on these videos. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Bling bling, alright. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is White, but my friends call me, I've skipped over that. Crap. This does not have a little, like, journal option, with lack of a better term, that other VNs have, where you can see what was already said in case you missed it. Whatever, his friends call him something Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Damn, okay. Let him have it, Phoenix. What are you even doing here? Okay, whatever. Witness's account. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well. Defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Witness's account. It was about 9, I believe. Hold it. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Let's press a little further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May, but he testified that he did not see you at the time. Ahem, this is your concern? Silly lawyer! Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need x-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? Quietly persifying reading some papers by the window. Hold it. By window, you mean the one directly across from the Fay & Co. law office? Correct! That's the only window you see. And there you were reading. Papers? Correct! The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Bedlam coming from outside. Hold it. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Okay, turn to look at the building across the way. Hold it. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course! I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. When I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Really? That's what you pressed on? You were just insulted? That man was none other than me? Hold it. A lot of anime protagonists have spiky hair. How do you know it was me? You just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. That too. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. What is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. That's... what? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? So many voices I have to go back and forth between. Called Miss May over at once. She was surprised too. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. She knows she had been tapping the Fay office phone. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Hold it. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course! Comprende! I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect the new detail? The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Hold it. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? It was a terrible impact and then it was all over. Victim ran to the left. Victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Huh. But we have this right here, a testimony from Miss May. Victim dodged an attack and ran to the right. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Huh. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Well, I mean, because Miss May saw her run right. If Miss May was in the Gatewater Hotel, she saw her run right towards the door. But if Mr. White is in fact the killer, and we know where the killer was positioned, the directions would be a little bit off. So, you know, and plus, he looked like he knew what he was talking about. Like, I could have sworn she ran left. It can only mean that both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Show the court where Mr. White was standing. He was standing right there. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point to him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer! What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something! It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely, and that is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. But something seems a bit off about this one. Correct. You assaulted the girl. She first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely, is what I saw. Next, that's her strength. She ran to the right. That's right. You know, okay. So that way, it's like, yeah, I saw her run to the left, and then when she came over, she saw her run to the right. Okay. Delivered her final blow. What Miss May saw, you see, you hit her twice. But, wait a minute. A blow. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using the phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White. Okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss May run to the left. Killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well. Okay, I don't know why, that just gets me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay, so the two accounts, blah, blah, blah. Looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand! Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah! Very odd! It is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes! Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. Wright's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. But okay, like, real quick, I'm not quite done with this. A light that was laying on the floor? But if we look at the floor plans, how could my dude have possibly have seen it? Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you will be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yeah, I can't do the scream. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do with Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles! Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. It's determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretap. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fanco law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That's when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Correct! That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Okay, just press everything. Press your luck. Whammy. Okay. Week before the murder. Hold it. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh. Right. Entered the Fanco law offices. Was it really you that went to the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fanco law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fanco law offices. Done so to place the wiretap. Hold it. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Well darn. But you can't protect... You can't have, like, client or patient confidentiality when there's a criminal, like, investigation in place. Oh, but if they can't say, like, why the wiretapping has anything to do with the case. Damn, okay. No, that actually... Okay. Alright, never mind. They covered their bases there. Saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. I gotta bluff something out of him? Oh, okay. I gotta think on this one. Week of the murder. Here are the Fanco law offices. Let's go to place the wiretap. Hey, all I did was just get out of there. Okay, whatever. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk, I'm afraid this is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Hey, Phoenix! Gak? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Yeah, this makes literally no sense. But okay, yeah, Maya, she hit puberty like, wow, okay. You're... Maya? Do you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, It appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? I don't think that's how channeling works. Like, I don't think you take on their physical characteristics too, but okay. That's right. I am Maya, and I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? He never thought to look at the front of the receipt? Nobody thought to turn the piece of paper over? Okay, it's a regular receipt. It's like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4. September 4. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. That is like extreme Deus Ex Machina right there. But whatever, we can forgive it because this is like a good story in the junk. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. Okay, it was the beginning of September, the week of before the murder. Hold it. I present to you this receipt. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay&Co law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Okay, yep, he's breaking down, he is breaking down. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way can he worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether your claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. Like, can the rest of the court not see that Maya has somehow, like, aged about 10 more years and got, like, maybe a foot taller and a couple inches bustier? I'm just saying. But alright, Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Okay, yeah, the memo. Just a list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Okay, take that. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. So stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess, I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. Though it is kind of, like, anticlimactic in the grand scheme of things. I'm just saying, you know, there's also the fact that, you know, Maya underwent a transformation and nobody's really talking about that, but okay. I think you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was. Oh, I see what they did there. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. The court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I have both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No. There's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! But still, like, about the frickin' memo, like, what? That was just a list of people that he was blackmailing or something, and then, like, if they found out, there would be solidarity, and then they would file a class action suit against him, and his blackmail, and I don't know. Anyway, Fan Kolofs is 9:02. He's kind of late being here. It's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Ha! You should see your face. Mia! What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Yeah, for a minute. Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Then we got like the Star Wars, you know, like Jedi ghost thing going on right here. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Though, I mean, it's still kind of... Well, yeah, okay, new episode has been added. Need to do... Turnabout Samurai. But, yeah, like... I don't know. Just, yeah, save up to this point. We'll start episode 3 next time, but, yeah, I'm just looking back over that trial and, like, the very end, and it's like, what? The memo with the list of names, I mean, that whole chapter is just Deus Ex Machina to a T, but, still, I don't know why the list caused him. It had to have been, like, all, like, the list of names of people he was blackmailing, or, like, had surveillance on, and I don't know. It's just all kinds of shaky. Just all kinds of shaky. Because then would Grossberg's name have been on there too? I don't know. But I mean, like, he did send the name of Mia's mom to the press, and then she was looking up info on him. Yeah, because that was the list of names that she had pulled out of the thing. Oh, but we thought White had stolen it, but rather she hid it so that he wouldn't be able to get it. So yeah, those were the names of people he had intel on. So yeah, I guess maybe if Grossberg's name would have been read out, and then like other names related to well, probably not related to the DL6 incident. I don't think that would have mattered, but yeah, like just seeing all the names of like the people in finance and like all those politicians and stuff. Like, well, A, that would have been bad for them, and B, like that means they would have had absolutely nothing to lose, and then they could go snitch on him. And then like that means everything in his life would be ruined. So I mean, but then he could have taken down Phoenix with him. I mean, they had no obligation. I mean, murder you're gonna do, but then again, I mean, because like embezzling and like illegal wiretapping practices and blackmail on like all these different people in power, either way he probably would end up doing life in prison, because like all the damages from the blackmail, like is blackmail a felony? But then again, I mean, this isn't even, well, no, I mean, because Phoenix Wright's attorney is supposed to take place in like LA or something, but I don't know. I'm thinking too hard on this. Next time we start the next chapter, and I assure you, things don't get like that, like, you know, conveniently wrapped up from here on out. You know, it was just like the first real trial, you know. It had to have an ending like that. But yep, see you all next time for some more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye.